So the vocal sample, vocals are a kind of difficult one.
I'm into this underground.
So we could try something like a leveling kind of compressor. So very low threshold, very light ratio. This is not so much setting your front back, it's more just like fattening it up. So we want to reflect the amount of gain reduction with makeup gain.
I'm into this underground house music. I listen to really a lot of music, you know, everything. But as far as, you know, stuff that inspires me is just the underground sound. You might not hear, you know, these songs on the radio. You know, I'm into this underground house music. I listen to really a lot of music, you know, everything. But as far as, you know, stuff that inspires me is just the underground sound. You might not hear, you know, these songs on the radio. You know, and in a way it's like jazz. I have a concept that I go by in the way that house music is jazz, because it's just raw feeling. It's about house.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do is fatten the vocal up and level it out a little bit. Although it's pretty level, but just kind of like bring out some of these little kind of bits in between, the kind of dirt of the sample, just make it sound a bit fatter, and also that will help bring it forward a little bit. Let's copy the same setting across to the other vocal. There we go. And let's now bring everything in terms of our compression. Take it out and bring it in and see, make sure we're kind of doing something which sounds good.
I'm into this underground house music. I listen to really a lot of music, you know, everything. But as far as, you know, stuff that inspires me is just the underground sound. You might not hear, you know, these songs on the radio.
So more level.
You know, and in a way it's like jazz.
More front back.
A concept that I go by in the way that house music is jazz, because it's just raw feeling. So it's about house.
Okay, is there more front back? Is it a bit groovier? I would say so. Let's take out everything we've done so far. So to me it sounds more open, it sounds more open, it sounds a little bit bigger, a little bit more front back, a little bit higher, and that's what the subtractive EQ and the compression has done. Now, I have to reiterate, this is a very well produced track, so, you know, the end point is going to be relative to the start point. The start point is great, so we're just kind of eking out 5-10%, that's what we're looking for. You know, depending on what you start with, this could be like literally, you know, a different track with, you know, subtractive EQ and functional kind of staging compression. So yeah, it's relative to what we start with. But hopefully you can see that using compression, even on something like this, which is so well done, you can enhance the front back and level things out, as I did with the vocal, and the bass kind of, you know, really hold it as an anchor, push things back, bring things forward. So that you play again by tricking the ear, because it's only coming from speakers that are at the same place, and we're not dealing with 5.1 where there's one speaker which is behind, so we can push things around. So we're trying to trick the ear by using environmental cues of how we hear to kind of give you a perception that there is actually a depth Okay, cool. So let's have a look at doing some additive EQ to again try and enhance the separation between the elements.